Next conversation, let's talk oil and gas. After the removal of fuel subsidy, the administration of President Bola Tinubu moved further to sanitize the oil and gas sector. The aim is to attract more investment. Now, one of these reforms is the Naira for crude policy. While more investments have been witnessed in the sector, fuel price has stabilized to about 875 Naira per litre. Now, let's talk about the oil and gas. Do you think the president's policies, especially in the oil and gas sector, has brought some sort of efficiency and a shift in investor sentiment, in your opinion?
Definitely, we can get it better. The revolution, I'll call it a revolution, the oil and gas sector, is something we should give kudos to the president for. Especially its May 29 speech, because it takes a man that has audacity to remove fuel subsidy. Most of the presidents we've had, even Obasanjo that had a military background, couldn't do it, because, in fact, the president said after that May 29 speech, President Tinubu said, he put it in his speech, they removed it. He had to, he read it extempore. It was not in the speech. He said they put it in the speech.
Subsidy is gone.
They removed it. That's why he had to say it out. It was not in the speech that was distributed. So he said, because if he didn't do it that day, they would have found a way to convince him. They will tell him security measures or what have you, because some people are permanently eating from it, to the extent that they were telling us we were consuming about 70 million
liters daily.
Yes.
I don't know how
there was a time that they claimed we were doing 101 million.
Daily.
Yes. So at that time, even the Senate president screamed. The then Senate president, that one screamed. He said, at the rate that we are going, these people will say, not only him, even the minister of petroleum, Silva screamed.
Yes.
Yes, you can imagine somebody who is minister. He does not even believe the figures. Some people don't know where we are coming from. Honestly. So it's convenient now for people to say a number of things. Oh, this government. No one is saying that the president does not need to do a lot more to convince Nigerians. Food prices are still high. Insecurity is still a big problem. You know, inflation is still high. In fact, the two big policies that the president instituted worsened inflation.
Yeah.
The value of the
floating of the naira.
Yes, you know, and worsened inflation.
The removal of
subsidy worsened inflation. Prices went up. We cannot deny. And we've been saying that he needs to do a lot more.
Sure.
To make Nigerians see him as a president who has a human face. But at the same time, we will not shy away from the successes.
Exactly.
In the oil sector, for example, he inherited about 500,000 barrels per day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. With a lot of oil theft going on. Today, we are doing in excess of 750,000 barrels a day.
Daily.
That we can confirm. And we believe that his target of 2 million barrels a day can be achieved. It can be achieved. You know, the thing fluctuates. This month, it goes higher. This month, there's a slight reduction. So, we set up a committee headed by Governor Hope Uzodinma
State,
to drive us, push us to above 2 million. During the Jonathan era, we were doing more than 2 million per day. So it's possible. It's possible. There was a time when we even slipped to number 3 in Africa, behind Angola and war-torn Libya.
Yeah.
So, but we are seeing improvement now. No matter how negligible people think that improvement is, it is improvement. All the same. And we are seeing more investment in that sector.
Okay. Majid, Still coming back to investment in the oil sector, do you think the policies have actually brought about investment?
Of course.
To the oil sector?
There is a Nigerian firm, they call it Petroland. Petroland is drilling an oil well. I read it yesterday. They are drilling an oil well, which by the time they are done, would add at least 50,000 barrels daily. That's it. To drill an oil well is, I mean, you are talking of about $100 million. Shell, Chevron, all of them, because of the PIA, because of the stability in the sector now, investment is coming into the oil and gas sector. And now, for the first time in the last 2 years, we've not had fuel scarcity.
Yes.
Especially with Dangote Refinery. And Dangote Refinery has now also challenged the NNPC. So they are into competition. But one thing I also would want the president to do is to stop the NNPC and its subsidiaries from issuing import license for refined products, because we have enough capacity locally to, Dangote is even exporting. So the onus is on the Bayo Odulari-led to ensure that the NNPC, the Port Harcourt refinery that has been shut down comes back to life as soon as it's practicable, and to ensure that whatever we need to do with Kaduna, which money has been made provision for, and also Warri to be for Warri to continue. When you say they should stop issuing import licenses, would that not go against competition?
Nobody will stop
for refined products, because we have enough locally.
It's even against the PIA.
Because we have enough locally.
They will not stop it.
So,
it's even against the PIA, because it's a free market economy, for God's sake. And if you stop importation,
yes,
what happens when Dangote Refinery conducts its mandatory turnaround? What we then do? What do we then do?
But we have NNPC.
What they are running away from is the fear of a monopoly. Let's tell ourselves the truth. They don't want that monopoly to happen, and the president is very, very careful. Even Saudi Arabia, the market leader, continues to buy products from Nigeria.
From Saudi Arabia,
they buy from us. They buy from us.
Yes, for Jet A1.
And energy security is very important. So they believe that, okay, if what we will not support is indiscriminate issuance of
import licenses.
I will support that. But not that totally will ban
import licenses.
Yes, in a free market economy, you shouldn't do that. Dangote can easily freeze those people out of the market.
If we read by price.
Honestly, yes, he can do it. He can do it. Because there is no way you will tell me that a man who controls the biggest chunk of the market today is the one dictating pricing. Always watch out. It is after he has reduced price that you say NNPC
now bringing it down.
So I can tell you that if he wants to deal with these people, he can achieve it. He will drive them out of town. He should leave them, let them be bringing it, but he can by himself drive these people out of business.
Because they won't want to do it at a loss.
Yes.
Once you bring down the price.
It won't be sustainable if he does that. I think it's just being gentlemanly. Honestly, the Dangote that I know, with the capacity that he has, look at the cement business, for example. He dictates the pricing because he accounts for more than 60% of the...
Exactly, the total market
share. No matter what Bua does, for example,
Bua and Lafarge,
no matter what they do, is the big fish in the pond. He can dictate pricing. If you do not control the markets substantially, you cannot dictate pricing. It is the person who controls the market that can do that. And I'm telling you, he can drive these people out of the market if he wants. Maybe it's just being polite with them.
We want fair competition in the energy market,
energy space.
and in the energy space, and we want a stability of the distribution of petroleum products. We don't want to see queues any longer.
Absolutely.
And I think we've been enjoying that.
All right.
No, we are enjoying that. And some foreign direct investment come into that sector, which in the final analysis will pay us. I want to see BUA, for example,
with his
come on stream. You know, his refinery is a little over 200,000 capacity
in Akwa Ibom.
When it comes on stream, the fear of monopoly that these people have
will be put to bed.
Will be addressed. I doubt if they will stop they will stop people from importing refine until some of those refineries come on stream, so that there will be alternatives to them. This is the way they are taking. Well, there are some of them that are spoken with. That is even against the PIA to do that. So, and the president is being careful. So that he will not do what he will not then regret. The way I will support what he said is to say, okay, in that oil sector, let the NNPC do much more than it is doing.
Yeah.
The Port Harcourt refinery, for example, the two units.
Yeah, the old and the new.
The older one, the older unit is the one that is producing now.
Yeah.
Why haven't they resuscitated
the new one?
The newer one.
The newer one, which has greater capacity.
150,000 barrels per day.
What are they? Why is this? Is this the old one that is producing? Fix that new one. Fix the new one, and ramp up production at that level. Then Warri, which is our most modern refinery, ramp up production there as well.
And let's not forget Kaduna as well.
Yes, Kaduna. Yes, they promised that they will resuscitate that one. By the time we resuscitate all of those ones, they will offer, in terms of like overall capacity, like this competition for Dangote.
And we also
the competition will, that competition will drive down prices. We will then become a net exporter of refined petroleum products. So, at that point, people won't be talking about these people who want to be bringing in. If NNPC will play its own role, honestly, and produce, because between them, they should be able to produce, by the time Kaduna Refinery 2, they should be able to produce maybe about 400,000.
Okay, if you put all together.
At install capacity for everything, then at that point, people will not be talking about these people, they are giving them they are bringing in product and all that. They won't, even those ones by themselves, they will know that they are in trouble.
They will use their tongue to count their teeth.
The combined installed capacity of all the four NNPC refineries is 445,000 barrels. While Dangote's single train is 650,000 barrels.
All right, gentlemen.
So Dangote can produce at 100%, but the four can't achieve 100% because they are old.
Okay, so that's the difference.
Probably get to about 70 or 80% installed capacity.